Why, hey there, guys. How's it going? Schlappy here. Happy Saturday, and welcome back to some vanilla Minecraft. I've just been over here checking out my iron golem farm. I had to make one little change that somebody pointed out as well. I had ladders underneath the lava originally. That won't work because they'll climb up the ladders and their drops won't go in, so you have to use signs. It was a silly mistake by me, but this is working. I just picked up a load of iron. And that's awesome. So we'll just have a supply of iron. It's slow, but honestly, I don't mind that. I think the Titans and everything, I'm like, why do I need, 2,000 iron an hour or whatever? I think this will be great. And yeah, I mean, we could build more of them. I think, yeah, you can build them 64 blocks apart. I don't know if that would still be in the spawn chunk, but it's not a big deal. Anywho, so yeah, spawn's been good. The iron garden farm is working. I think I told you guys sort of why I picked this seed. There was a lot of villages, which was cool, but also, for what this area is, there's not a ton of grass. And I have hiccups. There's not a ton of grass at spawn, which is perfect because I can get rid of all of this and build a passive mob spawner and collect the passive mobs, the sheep, the cows, and everything. I can get drops off them, which is really cool. It's something I've never done, and I think would be really neat. So we're going to do that here way down the line. I mean, that's a lot of grass to get rid of and actually figuring out how to do it. But yeah, that'll be really cool. Anyway, I want to head into our place here, into the portal, because I want to show you guys a little bit of what I've been doing off camera. I've been playing a ton of Minecraft and just really enjoying myself. So yeah, I've sort of built up the pathways. These aren't done. I want, obviously, walls and a roof on them. I'm not entirely sure. I think I want to do glass, but yeah, so these are kind of cool. I think I showed you guys last time, but either way, I've got it. I've got a pathway going all the way up and into the fortress, which is a little bit of something I want to do today. I am coming real close to hitting him. I probably should stop just randomly punching the air. I think that's something I want to work on today. I want to at least find where the blaze spawner is and sort of deactivate it so that we can build that sometime soon. But yeah, it's pretty neat. So anyway, let's go into here. I just want to share with you guys a little bit more of what I've been doing off camera. A lot of what I've been doing, I've done a little bit of building, but I've also just been doing a lot of AFK. I'll just leave Minecraft on while I do whatever else it is I want to do, right? And there's been some interesting things. So I've been watching this villager breeder, and I've been trading with a lot of villagers and sending them off to be, and I am getting so few white coats. I don't know if maybe they turned down the spawn rate on those or if I'm just getting really unlucky. But I have only gotten 3 out of probably 50 villagers. And one of them's over here. Don't ask me why he's over here, but he is. And he sells Silk Touch for 17 emeralds, and he trades paper for 24. So he's pretty good. I mean, if I need Silk Touch, that's a pretty good trade. I'm okay with that. I am still just trying to get mending, because that'll be top notch. But anyway, a lot of brown coats. All the different brown coats seem to be what I'm getting. I have been trading with them. There is some value, I think, to see what they have here. I mean, 12 emeralds, efficiency 2 on breaking 2. It's not great, but it's not terrible. I mean, emeralds are really easy to get. I haven't traded with him. I've been trading with a couple of them. This guy has on breaking 3 for 12, which is pretty great. I've been checking that out, and I think I traded with another one. I've been sort of just going through them. I kept this guy because I think that's really good. I think that's, like, really good. Because, you know what? Emeralds, you can basically, like, print the currency after a while. So this guy I've been trading with, I'll come over here, mow this stuff down. I've traded with him probably 3 stacks or so of emeralds. And eventually, I want to get a farmer where this trade is 8, and we're going to have an automated pumpkin farm, and you basically just print. You print the money. You just printed money at that point. But for now, I mean, he's doing fine. I'll trade paper with this guy. Emeralds are easy to get, so like 12 emeralds on breaking 3, it's pretty good. But what I want to figure out today is, well, there's a couple things I want to do. I want to get an experience farm, but I'm not going to do that quite yet. I think I'm going to try and find that blaze spawner we found the other day and see if I can't turn that, at least deactivate it for now. So I think I'm going to get started with that, and you know what, maybe you guys, we can go on a Nether adventure together, because that's always terrifying. And we're in the Nether. I screwed up recording a clip, but yeah, basically I built this little area so that we can sort of safely be up here. We have the staircase down there, and I managed to get a bunch of blocks around the blaze spawner. The blaze spawner is right there. That's the blaze spawner, which is nice, except it's going to be a little difficult. We're going to probably have to build a massive box around it just to be able to sort of use it. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Anyway, I've set up sort of a temporary area over here, and I think it's gonna be nice because now we can come out here. We can, you know, we can lure whatever we want, and they're firing. I also went through the entire Nether fortress. Let's get out of here. I don't really have much else to do in here today. I don't feel like building a giant box around a blaze spawner. We'll probably do that on a stream because that sounds like I'll die a lot, and people seem to like that. But anyway, yeah, we found a lot. And I finally explored sort of the entire Nether fortress that we have over there. I'm trying not to look behind me. We explored sort of the entire Nether fortress and found a lot of goodies, including a ridiculous amount of horse armor. So let's jump out here. We found like a crazy amount of horse armor, which is kind of weird. Let me show you guys. So this was all, well, besides this stuff, this was all we found in the Nether fortress there. So 3 sets of diamond, 3 sets of gold, 2 of iron. Kind of just crazy. Kind of just crazy. So we can have some seriously decked out horses. Horseye? Does not matter. Anyway, now I want to, I guess, figure out where I want to build the mob spawner. The mob spawner. I've been thinking about it. 2 more brown coats. Like, what are you guys doing? Make me some white coats. That's all I'm really interested in. This sounds strangely racist, but you guys, librarians are what you want. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out where exactly I want to build this mob spawner. And I'm not entirely sure. We have our farms over here. So I was thinking maybe the space back here. I was also thinking, though, maybe it would work just outside sort of where we are. So I was thinking maybe the opposite side over here. But I'm going to put some thought into it. I remember reading that mob spawns are increased when you're in a desert. I remember reading something like deserts spawn 1.5 times as many mobs or something. So I was thinking maybe over here, because we sort of AFK there. So I was thinking just sort of right here might be a pretty decent place to build it. So I think I'll try and maybe get a bit of a layout, you know, try and figure out exactly what I want to do. And we'll go from there. So I'm going with the design I used before, which is pretty easy. Basically, all these are going to be dispensers, and we'll turn them on. They'll push the mobs into a central area where they will fall down. And I'll probably put magma or something at the bottom. We can use fall damage. It doesn't really matter. The downside with this is I don't quite have any spider. String. String is the word I'm looking for. Which is a bit unfortunate. Also, I'm going to probably level this mountain. We can always build it back up. It's nice, though, because it's basically tileable. I can put them on top of each other. I can do this, do that. It doesn't really matter. But you just need a lot of dispensers, which isn't a huge deal, because once this starts running, then you can get string. It's a whole thing. Don't worry about it. Don't even bother. Anyway, so yeah, this is the design I'm going to go with. I'm going to build it out a little bit and probably make it 2-sided. So it'll also be on this side, which could be a little bit of an issue, but yeah, and it'll be stackable. So if we want to build it higher, lower, whatever, it's not a huge deal, you know. It's not a huge deal. So yeah, I'm going to build it out a touch more, and then I'm going to hunt some spiders, and hopefully we can see this thing in action before today's over. Okay, I've got, well, I guess 3 platforms done, sort of 2 levels. There's no level above this. I left it as sort of the hill, but yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, really all that needs to happen now is that we make the dispensers, which should be kind of a relatively easy thing, and then get the wiring in, and then we can hide it however we see fit. I do do want to try something here. It is getting night. I have to go kill some spiders. I should get my looting 3 sword, come to think of it. But, yeah, I think I need a slime ball to do what I want to do. I have a feeling I need a sticky piston, which could become an issue. It could become... Oh, no, 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 no. It could become an issue because... yeah, I may need that. So that is the only downside right now. Where did I put the looting 3 sword? Uh-oh. I have a feeling it's back at the other base. But yeah, that's the only thing that could be an issue right now, is that I need a slime ball, I think, to make a hopper clock, which is what I'm going to use to control this. So... I mean, in theory, I could get everything set up and then just not use it yet until I find a slime chunk and stuff. I feel like maybe I should find a slime chunk, like, immediately, you know? Where the heck is this sword? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go kill some spiders, but I am a little... Where is my sword? Alright, I got some dispensers made. That was an eventful night, I will say that much. We have all kinds of new holes in the landscape now. But yeah, so let's do this. No, that's not. Okay, well, maybe okay, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Okay, that's fine. So, we should just be able to do this. And I don't know why I'm like trying to get back all of this. I can just go down. I have enough to basically do at least one side here. And let's just do a quick test here. So if I just line it like that, we should be able to... Yes. And then one right here would push perfect. And then basically what we need to do is send this 2 pulses. So one pulse will turn it on, and then a second pulse will come through and do that. It's actually really easy redstone. I don't really do anything with complex redstone, so this is perfect. And somewhere around here we'll probably need a repeater. We can basically do all the redstone right now, and then all we need to do is add in the dispensers when we get them with the water buckets, and it'll be a relatively simple thing to like finish building. Probably get rid of this stuff. So yeah. The only thing about this design that I will say I'm not extremely ecstatic about is that when they fall, they might fall onto another level. So it might lower the efficiency because it'll take sort of a few passes to get them dead. Which I'm not terribly concerned about, but it is kind of just a little bit of a, I guess, an annoyance more so than anything else. But yeah, we can essentially do this, and then all I need to do is really just, oh no, this'll, all I need to do is really figure out where I want to put the redstone, and like the main redstone, the part that controls the, like the clock is what I'm trying to get to. Once I figure out where I want to put the clock, it's pretty much as easy as just putting wires to each of these, which is about as easy as it comes. So that's cool. That's cool. And let's just do the same for the other side and figure out where to put the clock. And then I guess we can just put a roof on this place and, well, no, we need to put a killing thing first. So what I'm going to do is put magma in the bottom here. Mobs will die on magma, and then I'm just going to put a minecart with a hopper underneath that. I'm not sure how low I want to put it, though. I'm going to put it at least quite a bit lower, just because I want to be able to add more levels to this. You know what I mean? I want to be able to add more levels. So here I go. A little bit of this, and I have enough of these. You guys don't need to see this again. So yeah, I'm going to figure out where I want to put the clock and dig this down, and we should be able to test it relatively soon. I don't think I'll be able to get a clock in today, but we can, you know, do it manually for a bit, I guess. Okay, so I got a button wired up into the house that we'll use for now. I'll put the clock here once we get a slime chunk and whatever going. But yeah, so we'll put a clock here, and that'll control it automatically. But now we have wires that go to all of them except the bottom one because I haven't wired that yet. Oh, I should, yeah, I should do that. But now, essentially, all I need to do that's left is to put a roof over this place at 2 tall so that we can make it dark. All of these have water in them. And, yeah, the first time we run it, we'll knock out the torches, and then stuff should spawn pretty consistently. We can cover it basically just all up like this. And, eventually we can, you know, terraform this mountain out and over the redstone if we want, but for now I think we'll leave it open just for convenience's sake. And I put a ladder up here so that we have sort of an easy way in and out, just for adding the different layers. So now what I want to do is, well, next time it's night, I want to get a couple more string. How many do I need? 1, 2, 6, 8 times 3, 24 string. We should be able to do that in the nighttime. I combine my swords, got loot in 3. That should be more than enough to finish this in one nighttime. We should get more than enough, is what I'm trying to say. But I think now what I want to do is go get some magma and put in the quote-unquote killing chamber floor. And yeah, let's see. That's still a too wide gap, so we should be fine here. But yeah, so I got to put a roof on this place and get in this killing floor. I'm not sure how deep I want to go. I think I'm going to put it like maybe 10 blocks down. That way we got a few more layers, and eventually if I want to make it bigger, you know, I can always dig down further. And yeah, I feel good about this project. It's coming along pretty well. Okay, so now comes a little bit of an exciting part. Not really. I just have to lay the tracks down so that we can collect the items. So yeah, but everything's wired up. All the dispensers are in, which is pretty cool. Which means this place will be functional as soon as we get a way to kill them, which will be down here. And yeah, so I'm going to punch a hole through here, which is where we're going to come down to collect the drops. We'll do a whole little, well, not a whole little thing. This is where we'll have a minecart come in and empty, and we'll, you know, that stuff will be over here. So basically we just need to do this for the entire way, and then a minecart hopper will pick up through blocks, I'm sure you guys know, which is pretty cool. It makes it really easy. I need to power these. Uh-oh. Okay, maybe I'll just use redstone blocks, I guess? Yeah, okay, and then I'll put magma on top of this, and the mobs will fall down. It's all just... It's going well, other than I forgot the redstone blocks. I'm also going to move this ladder so they don't get caught on it. But yeah, this will be pretty cool. So I have to go get some magma. Finish laying these tracks, I guess. I have to go get some magma to kill them. No. You go that way. You go this way. Yeah, I don't think stuff will spawn on tracks, right? Isn't that a thing? Maybe. Maybe. So yeah, the only thing I need to do left are the... is the magma, and then a collection system, which should be relatively easy. Yeah, so we're getting pretty close to being done this. I'm not going to do the clock today, but that's, you know, I think kind of secondary in the grand scheme of this whole build. So, I'm pretty excited. We're going to have a working mob spawner relatively soon, and magma is surprisingly everywhere in the... It's kind of easy to get in the Nether, really. Can I get over the fence? Oh yeah. It's kind of easy to get magma, which I like. I like that it's, you know, I just like that there's something other than netherrack to look at, am I right? Yeah, you guys get it. There's some in the walls. Alright, cool. Okay, the rails are all there, and now we just need to put magma at this height. Take away these, oh no, these are gonna... Right, these retain the light levels, right? So let's just get rid of all these torches. We should be pretty safe. I don't think... These glow a little bit. Okay. Not a big deal. We might need to replace these when we build it down a little bit further, because they seem to be... Maybe they just naturally have that amount of glow. It shouldn't affect the rates too much from where we are. I'm hoping... And, yeah, I don't have any rail card on me or anything, but it'll work. I'm confident in its ability. Anywho, yeah, so, let's test this a little bit. I haven't put in the system for that yet, but we should be able to, well, I need to go get some hoppers and things, but we should be able to test this in just a second. Time to test out this system. Time to test it out. Alright, moment of truth. Did I spend more than a bit of time doing something useless? Let's do one of those. So the water should be out now. I didn't really leave myself a window to see it. You know what? We can just do this, though. Water is out. Not on that side, though. That's interesting. Why did not this side? Oh, wait. Yeah, that side's dry. That's interesting. Okay. I wonder why it didn't go far enough, perhaps? How do I get back in here? That's interesting. So let's bloop this again. So it gets... Maybe right here we need another repeater. I'm hoping that's going to solve the problem. Let's find out. So now the water should be out again. It is out on all the levels. Okay, and then, so now it should be totally dark once I plug up the spots that I broke. And yeah, so that should be going, which is cool. I'm wondering though, do we want to like... Yeah, that's pretty dark, right? I don't see any torches. Make sure I didn't do anything stupid and leave torches at this level. I don't think so. So we should be able to do that. And now it'll be completely dark. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to... oh no, we're right on top of... Okay, so over here is where they... Okay, where the middle is. We're going to throw some stone bricks. And some redstone, and that's good. I haven't made the minecart unloading system yet. I mostly wanted to make sure the actual, mob farm portion of it worked. Blum, blum, blum. So now, let's do this. So every now and again, I'm thinking I'll just, while I'm AFKing, I'll just go press the water and make sure that it's good. And yeah, that'll be pretty easy. Like every now and again, I'll just press it and see how it goes, and that's fine. And it's coming back, so it did make it all the way around. That's beautiful. And it got everything. So this works beautifully. Now I just need to make the unloading system, which should be relatively simple. I sort of remember how it works. I think I need to go grab a comparator, though. Well, I definitely need a comparator. But yeah, this should be relatively simple to make, and we'll have a working mob farm, just without the clock yet. Okay, I'm going to try and do this by memory, which may be the worst idea ever, but I think I remember how to do this. So, we're going to put a chest over here. We'll use a double chest just to make sure, and we can put that into a sorting system or whatever whenever we get to that point. So now, if I'm not mistaken, we're going to need a little bit of an area here. Bloom, 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 bloom. We're going to need a little bit of an area here, and let's do that. And, right, so I think we're going to need a comparator reading the hopper, which will go into a block, redstone torch, block, block. Yes, so it'll compare the signal from the hopper. If there's items going through, it will turn on the torch over here. And send the minecart, no, keep the minecart. Yeah, so it'll be on by default. If there's stuff in that hopper, it'll turn off. Beautiful. So that's, wow, okay, that went way smoother than I expected. So this minecart will continue to bounce around until there's stuff in it. We may not completely want this system until, there's a clock on this system. Oh no, I can't do that. Okay. How can I lock this? Maybe right here? Yes. So I can lock the minecart here using that. Wait a minute, that won't work, right? Because then it'll... Well... Let's try... see if the minecart will stay now. Yes, it will. Uh-oh. That could be an issue. No, it sent it's on its way. Okay. All right, cool. So this system works. Let's go just flip the lever and, well, press the button and just see if we end up with any mobs. I really need to... I'm out of blocks. I'm out of blocks. Okay, let's just want to make sure that this works. Let's just see if we get any drops. So press it once. The water is now flowing. Flow, 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 flow. One sec. I do want to just make sure that the water is flowing now as opposed to... Yes, the water is flowing now. Okay. Just because, you know, if I accidentally have it reversed, then the water will just be flowing when I don't want it to be flowing, and, you know, that could be an issue. So let's go see if we have any mob drops, because that would be kind of cool if it... I mean, they should have been accumulating the mobs inside of the system. Should have been accumulating, ideally. Alright, he probably hasn't been back yet. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, I was afraid it was stuck, but it did not appear to get stuck. I think I'm going to move this... No, I don't want to move this back one, do I? Yeah, I might want to move this back one so that there's a block around the corner. Nothing. Okay. Yeah, so this should be good. All right. So now the only thing I want to do before we call it for today is just find where a slime chunk is. I'm going to use a slime chunk finder, but I just want to find where a slime chunk is, and you know, so that way between episodes I can probably build a clock. If I can find a slime chunk, you know, dig it out a little bit. I don't want to build a slime farm quite yet, but, well, I don't know. Okay, so I'll be back in just a second, and we'll see if there's a slime chunk. If there was one in the spawn chunks, that'd be pretty cool, or sort of near where we are. So, well, I used a slime chunk finder. I don't really think it's cheating. This would more or less just be a hassle of digging out. But yeah, there's a slime chunk right here, which kind of works because it's right next to our strip mine, so we probably would have dug this way anyway. But the chunk we're standing in, I put andesite in the corners. We can F3G. The andesite in the corners is a slime chunk right here, which could work because we're always in the area, and we wouldn't have to use our spawn chunks for evil. So this is kind of cool. There was a slime chunk in our spawn chunks, but I mean, I think that'll be okay if we don't use that one. So I think I'm gonna just go down to like -5 and dig here, and just get some slimes between you know, episodes or whatever. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments of our new mob farm, and I will catch you guys later. A ciao.